Well, right now we are watching coronavirus case numbers closely. Today, Missouri added over 2,100 cases, and since Monday, Kansas has added nearly 3,500 cases. We expect an update from both states tomorrow. Meanwhile, Missouri's testing positivity rate rose slightly today to 13.2%. And then in Kansas, it's down slightly. An average of 10.2% of tests are coming back positive right now. And both states are still high, though, compared to what we saw at the beginning of July. And right now, local doctors are waging a war on two fronts. Now, hospitals are filled to the brim with patients, some waiting hours for care, but there's another problem. Several healthcare workers are also coming down with COVID themselves. Chief medical officers from across the metro say that many of those workers are unvaccinated.
Staffing continues to be a challenge for all of us, and you hear that across the country. So even having relatively small numbers of clinical staff out impacts our ability to staff our beds, and so it's an important element.
Meanwhile, doctors point to the more transmissible Delta variant and believe that many of these workers are catching the coronavirus off-site. A number of our local hospitals, including Truman Medical Centers and Liberty Hospital, now require employees to be vaccinated. Well, the first COVID death in Kansas apparently happened 2 months earlier than we first thought. January 2020, this is according to the state health department. A medical examiner in Leavenworth County has changed a person's death certificate after determining the person had symptoms similar to COVID.
When we didn't have a lot of testing, we didn't understand the disease. A lot of people probably died from that we didn't track because we just didn't know. And I think it's become increasingly clear that COVID was circulating in the United States before what we thought.
The January 9, 2020 death in Kansas could have been one of the first COVID deaths in the nation. 5,500 Kansans have since died from COVID-19. Well, a Missouri woman is $10,000 richer today, all for getting a coronavirus vaccine. City Councilwoman Elise Summon is one of the first winners of the state's vaccine incentive lottery drawing. Hillary Shields there was one of the first people to get a vaccine. She got her first dose in January. Now, she hopes that between the new incentive program and the FDA's full approval for Pfizer's vaccine, that more people will get their shots to help better protect everyone from the virus.
And I really think it's one of the best things that you can do to keep yourself and your family or your community safe.
As for what she'll do with that money, Shields says that she would love to say she'd planned for a fun vacation, but she says, well, money's probably going to more than likely go to a project on her house. Well, meanwhile, many have questions about the COVID vaccine and booster shots, from when and where people can get that dose to vaccinating children and timing your flu shot. ABC's Janae Norman has some answers.
The CDC Advisory Board announcing it will meet publicly next week to discuss official booster recommendations, leaving key questions for millions around the country about the impending third shot, like why shouldn't we all rush out to get a booster?
There's just not much benefit of a booster until you're about 6 to 8 months out from your second shot. So the benefit of getting it early, there just isn't one.
Instead, experts recommend waiting until 8 months after you're fully vaccinated. For most people, there's no rush. Your vaccine doesn't suddenly stop working 8 months later. Rather, its effectiveness fades slowly on a gradual slope.
The booster vaccine is intended to be a reminder of the immune system.
With the 8-month timeline in place, that means this fall and winter could combine booster season with annual flu shots. So, can you get both shots in the same time frame?
There should really be no contradiction to getting both of them around the same time. Both of them can make you feel kind of lousy for 24 hours.
So you might as well get both shots during the same appointment. But experts tell us getting those COVID shots is one of the most important ways to help end the pandemic.
I think right now, COVID-19 is the priority. We've got to get as many people vaccinated as possible and boosted if needed.
The full approval of the Pfizer vaccine means doctors can now prescribe it for off-label use, which may make you wonder, why shouldn't kids younger than 12 get vaccinated?
Younger kids are not just small humans. They have different systems and they have different physiology. And you want to get the dosing right for younger kids. And we haven't gotten that figured out yet.
And Moderna is trying to get full FDA approval for its COVID-19 vaccine. The company sent in its application yesterday. Moderna's CEO says that it's an important milestone in the battle against the virus. The Moderna vaccine is currently available under emergency use authorization. And after 17 months of being closed down because, of course, of the pandemic, the doors for the Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame are open again. KBC 9's Martin Augustine is there covering the big day for college basketball fans.
Certainly a big day for college basketball fans with the reopening of the College Basketball Hall of Fame and the college basketball experience, especially now with an eye toward real live in-person Hall of Fame induction ceremonies later this year. More on that in just a moment. But the big news now, you can come back to the college basketball experience. You can take part in all those wonderful interactive exhibits in there, something for everybody and for all ages. You don't even have to be a college basketball fan. Now, this video you're seeing is from a few years ago, so you'll notice nobody wearing a mask. Well, you're going to have to wear a mask now when you come visit the Hall of Fame and the CBE. The entities are going to keep Thursday through Sunday hours for the time being, and another good piece of news here is that youth and adult basketball tournaments will resume here. Now, back to the Hall of Fame. The class of 2021 will include 6 former college basketball players, 2 former college basketball coaches, headlined by former KU Jayhawk Paul Pierce. Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.